Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Unfortunately, the woodchuck from North Korea is threatened, or however we want to call it, warned against launching a spy satellite into space, mind you, and is warned by one country, and that is the United States of America. I have a few questions regarding this, but let's read this beautiful article coming from the evil Russia Today, okay? Let's see. This article was up on the 18th of May 2023, which is today. US, that is United States of America, issues warning to North Korea. And I wonder why is not, South Korea or Japan or China, Russia issuing any warnings, or I don't know, maybe Australia. It's even closer than United States, as far as probably, isn't it? Only if you take into consideration probably Alaska. Pyongyang will be in violation of international law. Ooh, oh my God. Ooh, I think he's crying. Am I? Shit, man. How you know that? The woodchuck doesn't give up about it. If it launches a military spy satellite, the State Department says. So the US, that is, State Department, is not the United Nations State Department. So, okay, international law. Oh, I didn't know we have such a thing. You gave us the impression that that's like, suggestion. It's not like a law. Only you can? Oh, okay, this is a rule-based world order. I can do whatever, you do whatever I allow you to. The US State Department has said a potential North Korean satellite launch would violate international restrictions placed on the DPRK. The statement came after North Korean media revealed that Kim Jong-un, woodchuck, had visited a facility where a spacecraft is being developed. Good job. Very intelligent people. What do you want? During a press briefing on Wednesday, U.S. State Department Deputy Spokesman Vedant Patel, hey Patel, what's going on? Said the launch would breach, and I'm quoting, multiple UN Security Council resolutions. Ooh, yeah. I know another one that does that somewhere in... I'm going to give you a little hint. Mediterranean Sea area. I could have given you on planet Earth. They would have been more evasive than that. So take it. All right. So it says on North Korea ballistic missile program. So we have multiple UN Security Council resolutions on North Korea ballistic missile program, which also cover rocket used for spacecraft. And I'm quoting, we have been very clear. We don't give up. How about that? That we urge the DPRK to refrain from further threatening activity and call on Pyongyang to engage in serious and sustained diplomacy, Patel said. You know how these guys are? These are like this. They are the biggest guy in the parking lot, and there's a dude over there who doesn't follow orders. And this guy is too lazy to do something because he might get scratched in the process. And I don't want to get scratched or poked in the eye or grabbed by the nostrils or something. So he doesn't want to engage that guy, because that guy, as I said, can cause some damage. But because I'm a CC, I don't want to get any scratches. Or maybe I'm a, how would you call that, responsible. I don't want to create that. But what I do, I go around him, I show him my muscles, my techniques, whatever I do, and to scare the guy, to intimidate the guy. But the guy is not intimidated. He shows me his thing, he shows me his muscles as well, he shows me his finger, telling me that's going to poke you in the ass, things like this. And I say, oh, okay, but I come over there. He doesn't come to me. I go to him, and I start showing off, coming, and I'm going to do this, I'm going to flinch at him, and pop, do something. And he's, as I said, showing me the finger. I'm going to in your ass. And that's how it goes. And then I say, I urge you to refrain from showing me the finger and threatening everybody. I want you to engage in serious constructive negotiation and talk after I travel from the other parking lot to you little woodchuck, showing you all these things. You show me your thing and your and that's it. I'm all, oh my God, ooh, they're threatening us. Are you crazy? And it's this guy who gets all riled up, not the guys around North Korea. Not South Korea, not Japan, not China, not Russia. Countries that are a little bit, let's put Taiwan with China together. No, we're A-okay. And I can extrapolate and go to Mongolia. Mongolia is closer, I think, than the United States, than this guy. Nobody, just United States has to, hey, he's threatening all of us. And I have to intervene. Why? Because I'm the force of the good here. Jesus Christ, it's making me throw up this kind of things, man. So, let's see. Patel said, in terms of action, we, United States, of course, continue to have a number of tools at our disposal to hold the DPRK accountable. You have seen us take those steps, and we will continue to do so. Oh, we have tools like what? Bombs and shit? Oh my God. The United States currently maintains a raft of sanctions on North Korea and has threatened new penalties in the past over weapons tests. Pyongyang had insisted on its right to develop its military capabilities, arguing that its weapons, including its nuclear arsenal, are for defensive purposes. Well, self-defense. Ukraine has the right, these guys have the right, Israel has the right, everybody has the right of the self-defense, right? Right, so where's the problem, my man? And has cited what it sees as an aggressive U.S. military posture on its border. Well, it's not only that it sees. There are many others, including me, that sees this aggressive U.S. military posture. Just pick up a map and look over and see where the United States is, where North Korea is, and you tell me who visits whom. On Tuesday, Mr. Woodchuck, met with scientists, technicians, and senior officials as he inspected the country's first military reconnaissance satellite. Good job! It's technologically fantastic. It's all, made by the North Korean. That's great. The North Korean leader approved an unspecified future action plan in preparation for the launch, according to the Korean Central News Agency. While unveiling the craft last month, Kim claimed the project was the, and I'm quoting, most crucial primary task for the DPRK's armed forces, and said the satellite would be ready to go into orbit sometime in the coming weeks. He's a man of his word, it seems like. End quote. The successful launch of a military reconnaissance satellite is an urgent request and the government's top policy priority to strengthen our national defense capabilities, end quote. Kim said after the inspection, adding that North Korea would continue to advance its space program. So that means you. Alright? Tensions between Washington and Pyongyang. Again, what is Washington doing next to Pyongyang? I don't know. You know what I mean? Have soared in recent months. It's not tensions between these. These guys are coming over, red over. And let me tell you this. They say here, have soared in the recent months, with the DPRK carrying out a flurry of weapons tests in retaliation for several rounds of joint U.S.-South Korean war games. So we do war games around your little body, and you are not supposed to do anything, but know what I mean? Bend over, take your pants off, and let's go. Is that what it is? Yes. North Korea has repeatedly condemned such exercises. Of course, nobody would like that, would you? As rehearsal for an invasion, though the United States insists the drills pose no threat to any country. Man, it's like, this is gaslighting, No, we surround you with all the weapons we got here, but don't worry, it's not about you. We just happen to do it here. We don't do it around Vietnam anymore. We just do it around you because we like you. I mean, you gotta be a tard not to figure things out. And believe me, the woodchuck is not one. According to many sources, and one being even the former U.S. President Donald Trump. If you remember his little interview he had, if you watched it, with Nigel Farage in Scotland about 2 weeks ago, about 1 week and a half ago, and he said, well, no, these guys are smart people, unlike the shuffling madness that we have in the White House. So anyway, but this guy was voted in the office, the other ones are just tyrants. But they have a how do you call it, high approval rating. This guy's in like 38. And you go to the Western countries like France with Macron about 21, Scholz 21 or 22 approval rating. The Japanese Prime Minister is at 21 or 20 approval rating. But hey, it's okay. Putin has about 80, but he's a dictator. I don't know how much Mr. Woodchuck has. Probably he's got 150% approval rating. You know what I mean? Yeah, but anyway, my friends, you have to make a choice, it seems, on this planet between be someone's vassal but eat a little bit better, or not be someone's vassal or nobody's vassal and you have sanctions imposed by the master, which is the one that warns here. There's no other country warning. It's just the United States. It's because it's the only one who has, I don't know, principles. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. So anyway, nothing will happen. Americans will just... do you think they're going to shoot down the satellite? That could be a declaration of war. And if it's a declaration of war, I see the Woodchuck using something. But the problem is they're going to use against not the ones that actually attack him, but others that are, in their view, guilty of, promoting and supporting these guys from across the sea, which is the ocean, coming over to defend and protect them against this. The same thing with the Middle East. See how the Middle East seems to come together while the United States is busy in Ukraine? How is that possible? Bring the United States over there and everybody's going to start hating everybody. That's why it was in the past, I don't know how many tens of years. And we have Israel who keeps saying Iran has nuclear weapons in yesterday. United States, yes, they have it. There's two guys over there who make the biggest noise over there. I'm not saying those are the, the other ones are the angels, but you want cooperation or you want tensions? Yeah, we'll find out. I'm talking about an ideal. It's not going to be a cooperation 100% in any kind of relationship. Look at, relationship between you and your partner, a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, and no, nothing is like that. So, thank you. I gave you that because even if you use your parents as an example, the same way, or your children, you're always going to have tensions here and there, because that's how life is, that's how we are. So I don't expect that, but at least a mutual civil cooperation or understanding. But when this is based on power and strength and influence and dominance, you expect people just to be your little plantation slaves over there and you're the master? That's exactly what these guys expect. And you have to be praised as being extraordinary. I've seen that somewhere in a book. If you know what book I'm referring to. I mean, you get but you're supposed to sing hymns and all that. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.